Detailed explanation of differences. Architecture. Docker Desktop follows a client-server architecture, utilizing a Docker daemon to manage container operations. In contrast, Podman adopts a daemonless architecture, eliminating the need for a central server and thereby enhancing operational efficiency. Rootless mode. While Docker Desktop supports running containers without root privileges, it comes with certain limitations. On the other hand, Podman operates in a default rootless mode, prioritizing security by restricting container access. Security. Docker Desktop's architecture introduces a potential security risk, with the Docker daemon being a potential target. In contrast, Podman's daemonless approach reduces the attack surface, enhancing overall security. Resource usage. Docker Desktop tends to consume more resources due to the presence of the Docker daemon. In contrast, Podman is designed to be resource efficient, making it suitable for environments with resource constraints. Portability. Docker Desktop's reliance on the Docker daemon limits its portability. Podman, however, is highly portable, independent of a central server. Interoperability. While Docker Desktop works seamlessly with Docker images and containers, Podman extends its compatibility to both Docker images and OC-compliant images, offering broader interoperability. User interface. Docker Desktop provides a visual interface for managing containers, catering to users who prefer graphical tools. Podman, designed primarily for CLI use, also offers graphical tools like Podman Desktop. Platform support. Docker Desktop is versatile, working on Windows, macOS, and Linux. On the other hand, Podman is natively supported on Linux and macOS, with experimental support for Windows. Pricing. Docker Desktop offers free usage for individuals and small teams, with paid subscriptions available for larger organizations. Podman, in contrast, is entirely free and open source. Developer focus. Docker Desktop is tailored for developers primarily engaged in Docker development and containerization. It provides a user-friendly interface for building, running, and managing Docker containers. On the other hand, Podman adopts a broader focus on containerization, integrating well with Kubernetes. It offers a lightweight and security-focused container runtime suitable for use with or without Docker. Container runtime. Docker Desktop employs Docker Engine as the default container runtime, simplifying compatibility with existing Docker files and Docker Compose configurations. Podman, on the other hand, utilizes Runk as the default container runtime, known for its lightweight nature and high security standards. Kubernetes integration. Docker Desktop offers limited integration with Kubernetes, suitable for deploying containerized applications, but lacking comprehensive cluster management features. Conversely, Podman seamlessly integrates with Kubernetes clusters, providing a command-line interface for efficient cluster management, application deployment, and log inspection. Resource management. Docker Desktop relies on Docker Engine for resource management, handling CPU, memory, and disk resources for containers. In contrast, Podman utilizes Runk and Kubernetes, offering a more granular and flexible approach to resource management at the pod, container, and namespace levels. Multi-cluster management. Docker Desktop has limited support for managing multiple Kubernetes clusters, lacking a centralized management console. On the other hand, Podman supports the management of multiple Kubernetes clusters, providing a centralized console for viewing cluster status, deploying applications, and managing configurations. Add-ons and extensions. Docker Desktop has limited support for add-ons, allowing users to install and manage a few popular ones such as Portainer and Grafana. In contrast, Podman supports a diverse range of add-ons and extensions, covering areas like logging, monitoring, debugging, and Kubernetes resource management. Root privileges. Docker Desktop requires root privileges to run containers, potentially posing a security risk by granting containers access to all resources on the host system. In contrast, Podman can run containers without root privileges, offering a more secure approach by limiting container access to the host system. Conclusion. In summary, Docker Desktop is a preferred choice for developers focused primarily on Docker development and containerization, providing a user-friendly interface. On the other hand, Podman is an excellent choice for developers seeking a lightweight, secure, and Kubernetes-friendly container runtime, with a broader focus on containerization.